Public health officials in Blackburn say that lockdown is a last resort, but with these numbers, surely that is increasingly likely now?
I would go with it has to be a last resort, but if they have good testing system and test data, they can pinpoint where the infections are coming and then act very fast and very hard in those areas where the infection is coming and put in preventative measures, change of behaviors. A universal lockdown like Leicester may become inevitable, but I would hope that the public health officers in Blackburn are able to pinpoint where the high areas are and then act on the high areas rather than a universal lockdown.
We also have to factor in that Leicester, obviously in second place now, has a population twice the size, though. Is that not significant?
Well, of course. And so Blackburn, the data coming from Blackburn is very worrying in that, we are receiving reports of a rising tide of cases. In other words, something has already happened. And if we can pinpoint where it is happening, and we have a pretty good idea, it may be in neighborhoods, it may be because some factories have been operating in an unsafe manner. If we can tackle that and put a hold on to creating more cases, we may just about get away with it.
We've also heard that the ONS have warned that lockdown could lead to more deaths in other ways, not just from the virus itself. How do we get the balancing act right?
This is why it is so difficult, and I am avoiding the use of lockdown again, because I feel if we can, and we are a first world nation, so why can't we have timely data from not only the testing, but also from GPs, NHS 111, A&E attendances, put all that together into an analysis, identify if we've got a rising tide, identify with small area statistics where this rising number of cases is, and act fast. And if you act fast, you can bring it down. Delay equals we have so many cases and then so many deaths.
What about measures like the face masks, of course, become a topic of political debate in some circles and flouted by others? Really, when you look at this, surely lockdown is the best way to cut the outbreak off?
It may have to be, but in the meantime, if you will take all infection control measures seriously, you may bring down case numbers. So, for example, the face masks, especially in indoor places where there's too many humans, like supermarkets, buses, trains, crowded train platforms, there you have a duty to reduce the number of infectious droplets in circulation and therefore not generate cases. And I'm glad that it's finally become mandatory in some places. I would like that area to be really extended and reviewed. Wherever there are too many people in an indoor setting, we really need to consider wearing masks.